Hi, I'm LJ with Chemistry Connection and Make Your Own Buzz. I have been the hands behind the camera for a while now, so now you get to see my face. I have been doing majority of the tutorials where you cannot see my face because I've just been a little bit nervous to show my face, but now you can see it in all its entirety and it's great, right? So here at Chemistry Connection, we're all about making sure that our products are the best quality for you, and part of my job is giving you the applications that you need for those products, such as menthol crystals, corn starch, colloidal oatmeal, all kinds of stuff. So that way you get some help formulating ideas for your creations. So today we're going to be making these eucalyptus and menthol shower steamers. They smell really great, and they're really good for in the winter when you might get a little bit stopped up in your nose. You just set it at the bottom of your shower and it will just open your airways right up. So let's get right into it. So first I'm going to add my almond oil into this small container, and then I'm going to heat that up in the microwave for about 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, now that I have that warmed up, I'm going to add the menthol crystals. And we're just going to mix those in until it's completely dissolved. You may need to throw it back in the microwave for a little bit. I did about 45 seconds and it seems to be doing pretty good. Let me check the temperature. Yeah, around 140, 150 would be a good temperature for this. So I've got just a little tiny chunk in there, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it. We're going to set this to the side. So now we're going to do our dry ingredients. I'm going to put my sodium bicarbonate, and then we're going to add our citric acid, and our corn starch. Now I'm just going to mix these all together by hand. You can do this with a whisk if you have a whisk. Or you can just do it by hand like I am. It's not that difficult to do it by hand, so I prefer to save the utensils so less cleanup later. Alright, that's all mixed in really good. I'm going to add a little bit of Peacock green mica. I'm just going to kind of eyeball it, just a little dash. You don't have to add color if you don't want to. You can just leave them white if that's what you would like to do. And I like to add the color whenever it's powdery, just like we would with bath bombs. That way it can get fully incorporated and you don't have any white spots that don't look pretty. That's all mixed in well, and you can't really see it too well on the camera, but it is blue, and it'll show up a lot more once we add these liquids. So I waited for this to cool off before I add my essential oil, just so that it doesn't get too hot. You don't want your essential oil to burn a little bit. And then we're just going to pour that in with our liquids. So you're just going to slowly mix it in. Once again, you can use a whisk for this. I'm just going to use my hands because it's easier and less cleanup. As you can tell, I don't like to clean. This is the first time I've made it, and I've run into a little predicament. So I know, because I've made bath bombs before, that this is the consistency I want it to be. You know, where you can clump it up in your hand and it holds its shape. But my problem, I have only added 2 ounces of my liquid mixture. So, forget the measurements I said before. You could double your dry ingredients or half your liquid ingredients. I would say double your dry ingredients, because that's going to make it a little bit easier to measure out. I'm going to put the correct measurements in the description box below, so it will not be the same as the stop motion that I had at the beginning. So now I'm going to take my 80mm bath bomb mold. You can use any mold you like. You could do silicone molds with shapes or anything that you want, but I just liked this size. Then I'm just gonna pack that in there. You wanna make sure that it's packed in real tight so that it all sticks together. So I'm just gonna kind of scrape off the top because I got a little bit of a dome on here. All right, perfect. All right, and because I'm where I'm at right now, I don't have a cooking sheet, which you could use for this instead, but I'm just gonna put these on a plate and flip them over, and then press the mold and release. Oh, and that looks so nice. So the full recipe is going to make about 8 shower steamers with this 80mm bath bomb mold. So depending on what kind of mold you're using, it might make more or less. And then you're going to let these cure for 24 to 48 hours until they are completely hardened, and then you can shrink wrap them and they are ready to give away as gifts, or you can sell them with the right labeling. So this was actually my first time making shower steamers. So you kind of get to learn a little bit with me because I did make a mistake. It's all a learning process, you know. You make mistakes and then you can fix them and you can find out what you need to do. So that's kind of what I want to do for you, is I can make all the mistakes so that whenever you try it, you don't have to make those same mistakes and you save a little bit of money too.